This is a question that discusses or asks us for the indirect costs incurred in a manufacturing environment that cannot be traced directly to a product as treated. As I mentioned in the previous product cost discussion, we have three costs, two of which can be traced, and that's going to be our direct materials and our direct labor. The factory overhead, on the other hand, is going to be composed of those costs which cannot be traced. Let's go back to the computer. We're going to be talking about the factory overhead costs, such as the supervisor's salary. The supervisor of manufacturing isn't really directly traceable to any particular product, but he is part of the manufacturing cost. And so we're going to allocate that to factory overhead as indirect labor. The maintenance worker that maintains the machinery and keeps things aligned, tuning them up, we'll say, also is an indirect cost. He's part of the manufacturing process. The machinery we depreciate is part of the manufacturing process. That's a cost that we're going to be accumulating and charging it to our factory overhead costs. So the factory overhead costs are going to be all those costs that are not directly traceable to the product. So those two costs are excluded, and that's the direct materials, direct labor. Those are excluded, and in this case, the indirect costs incurred in a manufacturing environment that cannot be traced directly to a product are treated as a indirect product cost, part of factory overhead.